So imagine there is a public policy debate called critical race theory taking place in your local community, your local public school district. Only there's a problem in terms of getting your voice heard in that policy debate. The government has set up a vicious, violent thug on the door of the room to stop you entering to even have your voice heard. What you're about to see on this tape is highlights of the Pennsbury School Board in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, public meeting, May 2021. The players in this video, just to give you the background, are as follows. The presiding officer of the meeting is elected public official, vice president of the school board, Joshua Waldorf. He was standing in for the president who was missing that day. The voice that you will hear in the background shouting at citizens is the taxpayer-funded solicitor, the counsel to the school district, Peter Amuso of the law firm Rudolph Clark. There are 3 citizens who you will see on this tape that are trying to speak to the school board during public comment. The first on general issues, the second on critical race theory, and the third on finances of the school district. You will see what happens to them at this public comment during their time they were trying to address the school board. And I want you to imagine something, because I gave TV, radio interviews on this. It was this meeting in May that another person, an ordinary everyday mom, had sat in the audience and witnessed, and who felt too intimidated to come up and speak because of this, what you're about to see. And it was only after I found out that this had taken place that I showed up at the June meeting and let it rip on the solicitor and the school board in the video that went viral. So I want everybody to watch this. Everybody. Whether you're conservative, liberal, Democrat, Republican, this is what the radical left are doing. We don't get to the policy debate on critical race theory when the radical left are using the tools and power of government to shut you up, to silence you, to intimidate you, to call you a racist, and to treat you this way.
So let me clearly state, our taxpayer dollars are not monopoly money for you to play with. The misuse of legal services by this board needs to stop. Pivoting, I do want to take a moment to remark over the disturbing misconduct by this board during the April school board meeting when members of this board staged a prepared personal attack on community member Doug Marshall. During those prepared attacks, board members misrepresented facts around equities in schools, presented unindexed statistics that have no reflection on Pennsbury.
You know what, I'm going to stop you there. We're not going to tolerate misrepresentation of facts around equity. So that's irrelevant, and you can stop.
In your opinion?
No, you can stop, Mr. Daly. You're done.
You sure you want to do that, Mr.
Yes,
Amuso?
I do.
All right, we'll see you in court, sir. Just a reminder, you didn't need an equity
I said you're done.
You didn't need an equity
I said you're done. Mr. Daly, sit down.
At the last meeting, the equity and critical race theory audit was reviewed, and the crux of that was that there were different...
I apologize. It's not what it's called. That is not...
That's how I'm addressing it, and
that's not what it's called.
That's what I'm calling it.
I understand,
Then
but that's not what it's
your
called.
comments are irrelevant then if you're not going to call it by the right term.
This
is the equity policy.
Look, some people call
It's
it...
the equity policy.
All right. I'm telling you what I think it is, but if you'd like, I'll use your term, although I disagree with it. Fair enough?
Equity policy. Go ahead.
The curriculum that's being used here in Pennsbury, diversity, inclusivity, and equity, and it's known by other phrases nationwide, often cherry picks facts to create what I feel is a predetermined narrative, which again stigmatizes certain groups of people. And yet there are many facts that are not included in the curriculum, which I think just aren't included because they don't fit the official narrative. For example, first-generation Nigerian immigrants excel to the top of the academic socioeconomic ladder of success. Or
All right. We're just You're getting into irrelevant things.
Excuse
We're
me,
just going to stop you
who are
there.
you?
You're
Who
done.
made you the king
You're
of this
done.
board?
You're done.
I
You're done.
wanna
We're not
finish.
going to take, that is irrelevant.
That's
You're-
important because it breaks
You're done, Mr.
No, I'm not
Yes,
done.
you are, Mr.
No, I'm
Marshall,
not
you're done. You are done.
I will sue you as well.
You're done.
No, I'm not.
You're done.
What? Based on what?
Board Policy 903. You are
What
now
is it?
being disruptive and disorderly. You're done.
You're the one.
You're done.
Yeah. You know what?
You're finished.
You can count on being sued. I'm going to sue you.
Robert Abrams.
Robert Abrams, Lower Mayfield Township. I want to thank Mr. Daly. While we were sitting here, he got me some numbers. Apparently, what was sent out by the district, 65%, considering for the diversity program, 65% are extremely happy now, 27% were neutral, 8% were unhappy. So we're going to build a multi-million-dollar program for the 8% that are unhappy. I'll bring the 8% in here, let them meet with
All right. You're done. You're done. We're not going through this again, Mr. Abrams. That is not what the equity program is about. And we're not going to sit here and listen to you. You're done. You're done. You're done.
Honestly, after what you did to the last two, I think you are.
You're done. You've already violated the board policy. According to the policy, your public comment has been terminated.
Now, there's a lot to talk about here. Legally, ethically, morally. Anyone that wants the original source tape, the entire meeting, I'll put it in the description. I'll put the link where you can get it from Pensbury's website itself. I want everybody watching this to get involved locally. I want this to be an activist channel, not just a talking heads channel. But I need you to subscribe.